When I hear the word solar, the first word that comes to my mind is the future. It's the technology of the future. It's been around for quite some time now, and we've been able to see it improve. And prior to joining this program, I wouldn't have been able to say much just because I didn't know how it worked, but I also wouldn't have been able to tell you how quite simple it is to install. And so it's good that it's simple because we can potentially put it on so many other people's roofs because it's going to better the planet, hopefully, in the long run.
The TCC program stands for Transformative Climate Communities, and it is through this grant that the City of Richmond received in 2022. It provides the City of Richmond with these grant funds that essentially allow them to complete different projects that help to benefit the community from an environmental and a health standpoint, as well as an economic one as well. These different projects include electrification upgrades, upgrading streets, planting trees, all sorts of other projects that kind of work to get the community involved through this funding source. Grid Alternatives installs solar at no cost through state-funded programs for income-qualified homeowners throughout the Bay Area and California more broadly. In addition, we have a workforce development program that trains individuals to learn how to install these solar systems.
So on today's job site, when we first got here, some of us helped work on hanging a combiner box, while others of us got the modules staged at the back of the house. And then we climbed up 2 stories, hooked into the transition line, and worked together to get the mods to the roof.
My name is Javier Nazario Santiago.
And my name is Loretta Nazario.
In 2021, I retired permanently, but we moved in here in 2012 and sold the house in Elk Grove. I received calls from Grid, Rachel, who started talking about, the solar program. I decided to listen, and we invited her over, made an appointment. She came over, we sat down, and she discussed with us the program.
I was like, honey, that's a scam. You know that's a scam. You know it, honey, come on. And the girls came. They came as a team, and they came so informed. And I was like, they're telling the truth. It turns out that they were on the up and up, and here we are.
Having the 2 weeks before coming out here on site was perfect because you had a chance to actually experience it before even coming out here. So we was communicating to each other, really just practicing how we're gonna work. So it was like, once we got out here, it was like, okay, this is the same thing. It helped out a lot because I was able to I remember doing this. And then even if I didn't, I was still able to ask and get the clarifying answers that I need. So it was great.
Their team was talking to everybody. I mean, people who walked by, they were very courteous too. It was like, wow, this is amazing. Because people, they're saying, what are they doing? And they were actually like, look, we're from Grid, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, this is, and they were happy about it. They were happy to share what they offered.
The best, most promising thing I can look at is lowering my energy bill. For me, that's tops.
Whether you want to be an electrician, whether you want to work in solar, weatherization, there's so many different lanes opening up in renewable energy right now, and I feel like IBT prepares you for a lot of those at once. I think it's incredibly valuable to just have the knowledge of what's happening in the future and where our energy transition is headed. This program is coming into the Bay Area at the perfect time as the industry expands and as there's a need for new people in the industry. And I'm excited to see the industry grow more because of IBT 200 being in the Bay Area now.